Hey, Silas, bringing story number 4 to you, and it's Pete the Cat. Extra points for Mimi. Our library has a whole bunch of Pete the Cat books, so I got a couple. I'll be doing some Pete the Cat stories. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It is, I don't know about there, but today it's another repeat of heat and no rain. It's 98 degrees right now. Probably gonna feel about 110 with everything. So, but here we are in the air conditioner talking about Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. And this is by Kimberly and James Dean. I love Pete the Cat. He's just so chill. Okay, Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Ooh, they're having a blast. Looks like they're surfing at the beach. Pete and the gang had a great day. They'd been at the beach, surfing sun, and tons of fun. Looks like Pete's got a great idea. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end, but Pete had an idea. Oh yeah. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for tons of fun. Groovy. Pete's place. Let's go. Heading out. And we've got Alligator, Toad, Gus the Platypus, and Pete the Cat on a kind of an awesome motorcycle. The party was far out, man, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. Well, they're having a blast. I really like Toad's little glasses. They have their pizza and coloring and drums. All right, so they knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. On went the pajamas and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. And Pete's in his bed and everybody else is in a sleeping bag. Pete was just about to catch some Z's when... Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Pete covered his head. Clap, clap, clap. Grumpy Toad needs to chill out. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. And here we are. We're all back in the bed. What's going to happen next? Pete tried again to catch some Z's when... Who did that? Pete asked. I don't know. I don't like being waked up. It was me, said Gus the Platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. And there he is. He's rat-a-tat-tatting on his drum. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some Z's when he heard... Well, they're kind of all back in their beds a little bit. But he heard... Munch, munch, munch. Pete had a hunch. It was Alligator. He was always up for eating. Yep, there he is eating his pizza. What could Pete do? All the rat-a-tat-tatting and munching was giving him the bedtime blues. But Pete had a groovy idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read. First to himself and then to the gang. Oh, he's reading a Pete the Cat story to them. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tatting, and no more munching. Oh, that would suck. They all settled down. No one made a sound. Shh. They're all getting sleepy. Pete yawned and turned off the light. Good night, sleep tight. Time to catch some Z's. And look, they're all snoozy. Well, everybody except Pete. Tomorrow was another day for surfing, sun, and tons of fun. Looks like it's going to be back to the beach tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this Pete the Cat story. Going to be doing another one for you soon. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you're all snugly warm in your bed. And I hope you have wonderful dreams and a wonderful day tomorrow. I love you, Silas. Good night.